Hey everybody, it's Kim with Fitness with Fido, and today I am showing you 10 exercises to do with this bucket. So this is the 4-quart size. I'm going to kind of give a recap overview of this before we go into those 10 exercises. So I give it a thumbs up. I do recommend these. My main con is they can flip over a little easily, or for the heavier dogs, you might need to double up on these to make it a little bit heavier. But for the most part, you can do a lot of things with just one bucket. We could definitely get over 10, but so you're not overwhelmed, we're just keeping for 10 today, and I can do another video another time. Otherwise, I definitely recommend getting more than one. On Amazon, you can get a 3-pack. Currently, it's about $30, so that's a good price. I have seen them higher, so I will link it below. That's where I got mine. You can also get these at like a farm store if you have any local to you for probably a much better price. But anyways, let's get into it. Make sure you're working out on a traction floor for safety. I'm only doing exercises with this one bucket. Now, if you can think of more, please post them below, okay? But we're going to get started with good old Paws Up. Most everybody knows that one. We're just asking for Paws Up, just like that. So what I like with Paws Up on these buckets is a lot of them, they have to kind of bring their feet in a little bit closer together to stand on this bucket. And what that's going to do is work a little bit more of the biceps and triceps because they're ducting in a little bit more. All right, now the harder part is going into a rear foot stance. Trying to get both rear feet on. Kind of gotta wait for it. There you go, he's almost got it. Nothing like a live video, right? All right, now for you all that don't know, Ike has already lost about 30 pounds. I know he still has more weight to go. So just letting you know, because I know I hear it a lot. Oh, he needs to lose weight. Yes, I know. One day at a time, right? Same here for me. So rear feet, again, getting that adduction by squeezing in. You want to make sure you're looking for that flat back, rewarding downwards. Now you can move this into a little bit more cardio where you're having them hold front feet for 10 seconds, and then move that into a 10-second foot hold for the rear feet, and kind of combine that. I'm not including that into one of the workouts today, but you can definitely add that in to get a bit of more mobility work. And you see, the more you practice, slow it down, the more they're going to be able to get that. So you can definitely turn that into more of a combo move. So number 3 is a Paws Up again, and adding a variation, which is paw. Very good, Ike. So ideally with this, we're trying to work on both sides. So he's deaf, so we use touch cues. They do have a dominant foot, so you'll see. I need your other one. There you go. And reminder for when you're doing any kind of paw lifts, you're not holding it tight so they can let go when they want to. You're also not holding up super high, so that's going to work on balance whenever you're lifting any of those limbs. You can tell he's right-handed, right? And then you can reverse that and do a rear foot. So rear feet on. This one's a little harder since the weight is forward, but you can ask for a paw. So this is going to be more weight on the upper limbs. Again, balance work. You won't want to do as many reps or duration when they're downwards. Again, still trying to keep that head movement downwards. And then we have a pivot. So that is a Paws Up again. And then you can do a full pivot if you like. I kind of like doing half pivot so you don't get dizzy. The main thing, whichever way you're doing it, is you want them to go slow so they're controlling the movement. You're not pushing them along. And then also that you're working both sides equally. You're working out on a traction flooring for safety, no matter what the workout. Very good. But we'll move on to side step hold. So this is just an isolated one paw up. So that would be technically 4 for, you know, each feet. I didn't count that. I really wanted to so I could get to that number 10 really quickly, but I know you all would be like, that wouldn't count. So here you see, he's just holding it. Again, 10 seconds is a pretty good time frame. For the more advanced dogs, you can do, you know, maybe 30 seconds. Now you can get them off. You can sidestep them over. Whatever works well for you guys. Remember, you're training the dog in front of you. There you go. Kind of figuring out that hand placement. There's a lot going on, isn't there? All right, now the rear feet can be another story. You can try walking them on. You can just do kind of a pivot. It does help if you have a mirror or maybe a second person. So again, we're working each limb equally. Now it doesn't mean they'll hold each limb equally. This is a good one. You can tell the dominant sides for sure. Good boy. So each limb with that one. We're to 10 now, right? Just kidding. All right, to work more a little bit, that abduction and adduction is doing that paws up. And then you're going to have them sidestep off. 1 foot or 2 feet. You can vary that. There you go. Whichever way, you just want to work both sides equally. So paws up, and then you're kind of moving it downwards. Good. Again, if your dog knows chin rest, nose touches, do that. I know I'm using one hand right now, just because I have my notepad in the other, so you can kind of tell with that, but there you go. Working both sides. Again, more advanced dogs, you could do that as a rear foot one. Let me see how he does. Side. Good. Now these are about 6 inches off the ground, so you got to remember that. It is challenging. Go slow, go slower than you think. I think that's the most common thing I see is people going too fast. Yes, good job. Now he is very food motivated. He's very mobile, even for being a chubby boy. You can see he's really got that limb awareness, which is great. It did not happen overnight. And if I use higher value food, that's another story. He gets so crazy and so clumsy. So, you know, learn as much as you can so you can give your dog the best life possible, right? All right, we're moving on to, I think, number 8 now. This time we're going to flip it over and we're just going to have them step into the bucket. Good boy. There you go. So they just did the side steps off. Now you're having them do the same thing. You're gonna see it move a little bit more. They're expecting that resistance though. There you go. And again, you're adding that side step. So if your dog doesn't know how to sidestep, you gotta work on that too. Very hard move to teach for some dogs, but it's important because it's working all those weak muscles. All right, so we did the front feet. Now we're going to try the back feet. We're gonna see how he does. All right. Good. So he touched 1 foot, I'm taking it. We're trying, now I do have a mirror, that's what I'm looking at. Good job. Now he's doing a variation, if you can tell. He's just kind of stepping 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's got 2 in now, perfect. That is fine, like I said. We could maybe have gotten to 20. But I wanted to keep it a nice, easy video with 10. Maybe I can try it again with a 20 and try that. You guys might make me really work with that one. Just lining him up for the video. We're going to ask for a sit. Good. And then we're just going to ask for a little pop-up. So with this pop-up, 2 things before we do it. I want to make sure you're not going too high or too far back where they're going to lose their balance. A little bit of core work. All right, so just think about doing little crunches, working those abs. Okay. Yeah, okay. And he's on the heavier side, so this I think is too challenging for him.
And we'll move right into number 9, which is a squat, so front paws up.
Add that little sit. They keep that foot in, you could add that into a combo move with that little, he just did the little pop up. Let's see if he'll do it again. It's not much, yeah. Yeah, okay. and then back into the stand. There you go. Good boy, Ike. And of course, a good way to cool down with the bucket is let them sniff around, knock the bucket over, search for the rest of their food, and kind of finish up as a fun way, good way to cool down with some nose work, and then let them go potty and or whatever. Make sure you are subscribed for new videos. If there's another exercise you do with these, comment below, let me know. If you want to see more with the buckets, like 2 of them, a little more challenging, comment that below. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, happy training, good luck. Remember to have patience. It does not happen all at once. You could do these exercises all at once for a nice variety workout. If that's being said, you know, only doing them maybe 1 time through, or maybe 2 for the more advanced dogs, working each side equally, and only holding them 10 to 30 seconds is a good general time frame. You can always reach out if you want more private support. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and we will see you all next time. Bye.